All right. Yeah, y'all, this I got the Goodyear blimp view up there, man, for everybody out there in Facebook land, this rap. Um, this show, man, is meaningful for a lot of different reasons, right? I got a lot of people that really want to want to be my down. They want to be a part of my downfall, put it like that. Like instead of folks being around me like, man, dude's a strong leader, you know what I'm saying? I can go far by following his example. Just everybody somebody they just want to say something negative to me, pull me down. You know what I'm saying? Like they want me to believe that, I'm not who I believe myself to be, right? They want me to fit in their little itty bitty box. Since I refuse to do this, individuals want to snipe at me, come at me, instigate stuff. So other people come at me, like literally for real. Like, the type of snake individual that can say something to people and they think, oh, yeah, he did act like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's the whole posse. That person just sitting back. Like, I had to call that person out tonight. Like, man, you just a troublemaker. All you do is, I said, the last couple of times we didn't had this little situation jump off, you was involved in it. What's going on? Let me know right now, man. Mark Avion, if I'm saying it wrong, bro, hop in here live and let me know how everybody know how to say it. But have you ever had that hater in your midst where you had to let them know you a hater? So tonight I did that. I did my best to be cool. Like generally speaking, I'm not really, like official. I'm gonna cuss and I'm gonna go wild out and stuff. But when people, you know what I'm saying, keep on, it's really tough not to treat them how they want to be treated, right? I'm like, man, look, I'll do it later. I'm just trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? People want to insist on like you ever have an individual that's really irrelevant to your life, always trying to make you do what they want you to do, or always make it seem like they have some kind of say over what you do. It's the most ridiculous thing. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to for me. Like on the for real, I'm just trying to tell y'all 100. Like if you have a hater in your midst like that, I'm talking about this is that. And now that I'm around mostly us, I can see it for the evil spirit that it is. When it was Europeans, I was like, oh, okay, they just, it's a cultural thing. But now that it's us doing it, it's just the evil spirit, y'all. When you getting blessed and God's blessing you, it's evil spirit that just I'm talking about that's gonna just dog your heels. It might have been the one that Paul was talking about, is the thorn in his side. Like it is for me. Everywhere I go, like it doesn't change. In the home, on the job play, everybody's trying to, man, you ain't this, you ain't. It's always something. Like I'm not bothering none. I'm like, let's look at this. What are we discussing? You all out of position in my grill trying to discuss what with me, right? And I'm successful on a high level. I'm really good at what I do. That's why I'm shining, a complete star. And when people see that in you, individuals that are insecure, they hate their life, ain't got nothing going on. I'm talking about one of the people that had something to say to me about some irrelevant stuff. Oh, bragging on the house they just bought, the new car they just bought, just bragging on it. But at the end of the day, if you getting it like that, fam, what is you in my grill talking about some irrelevant stuff for? You know what I'm saying? If you up, why you feel the need to try to tell somebody that makes somebody else feel like they're down? If you up, be up. Encourage other people to get up with you. You know what I'm saying? Haters, man. Now you have to be somebody because haters ain't hating on nobody. So shout out to everybody out there that's dealing with haters like I'm dealing with them. I don't care where they at. You got to deal with them. It's interesting that I can almost see this coming. Tonight's show, I did it last night after last night's show. You wild for that one. Now, this is the whole more than meets the eye week, right? More than meets the eye. So I was gonna come on tonight and just talk about just the real wild, crazy things that people have experienced, dating folks, you know what I'm saying? And talk about some of the weird stuff, like, you know, you hear these gender role situations and things of that nature, but in a lot of homes, I can't say the majority of homes nowhere near, but I'm saying a lot of homes you have two guys in a relationship and two females in a relationship, right? So what are the gender roles then? And that's the whole thing that for me that's kind of a little bit outside of my purview when it comes to talking about relationships. What's the gender roles when there's two chicks and there's two guys, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship in the home? What's the gender roles then? So you can see how far outside my purview that is. I don't tell people who are the same, who are in same sex relationships, not to come on my show. It's just it's hard for me to give you relationship advice, right, and counseling because it's so much outside my purview. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know how to treat another man, tell them how to treat another woman in a relationship. Now, some people try to be like, "Oh, love, you know, just be loving and you know, caring." It nah, because men and women both know we got a lot of different stuff going on. You know, our focus is on something different the whole nine. In a relationship, you gotta sometimes be like, man, you wild for that one before you did. before you move around. Shouldn't be no domestic violence. That should be as far as you go. Is a person be like, do something, no matter how messed up or crazy it is, you should hit them with the one-liner, man. You out for that one. You ain't even got to say I'm out. Just bust a move, right? So, you know, I'm live on a couple different platforms, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just getting it off my chest. Oh, shout out to Raphael Ragland, man, and his show Finessing. It's pretty interesting. I tapped in, was watching half the episode. I think it's part 2, episode 2, on my way to work. Pretty interesting. I mean, you know, if I didn't have to pull up at the job and get it cracking, I'd probably still be watching it. So shout out to Raphael Ragland, 608. And that's what I was trying to tell somebody the other night. I was like, look, You're a Mess should be our relationship pod. It should be like our hangout spot, our virtual hangout spot. Y'all should all be in here talking crazy, you know, with me. But yeah, you know, the you out for that one mentality. I was just coming in and be like, man, you know, you just be like, man, you out for that one. Like just certain things. Okay. You know, like I was in a situation where I was trying to date somebody, they wasn't trying to give me no rhythm. So I started rocking with somebody else. As soon as I started doing that, now they want to spend more time with me. Like, nah. No. I ain't turning completely down. But I was like, yeah, I ain't finna put you in front of Shorty. She wait her turn. I'm not talking poly. I'm just saying like one and one on the side deal, you know. But my thing is this. Even back in those days, when I didn't have my mind right, I was still talking about getting my first million. Now, clearly, I wasn't finna come up on my first million if I'm trying to juggle two situations when one was juggle enough. You know, I'm putting more energy into juggling these situations than getting that first million. So shout out to about that's conscious and waking up and getting out their own way. That being said, when's the last time you told somebody you in a relationship you out for that one and then hit it? What's going on, Poppy? Good to see you, man. Check you out. Taibu Muad'Dib right here. Haters in the mist. You out for that one. If you've been in a relationship, man, where you already know that person was right, you can call it a stepping stone. You can call it a fling. You know what I'm saying? A wild whirlwind romance, whatever. But the shorter relationships that you go hard in tend to be a derivative of basically like you just not wanting to get caught up in a long situation. So you go really hard for a couple of months, then you know, basically ghost that person, right? And you know, for the ladies, you know, it's a difficult situation because really, you know, their body count is way more important than it is for a man. A man can do that, you know what I'm saying, souls royal oats, but women like, yeah, nah, it's not a good look, ladies. It's not a good look on you at all. Nah, you out for that one. I've been trying to teach and do some things, and tonight it was just like I saw like when one of your coworkers goes in, on one of the people that's patronizing your store, talking about it's nuts. It really is. But I just I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I'm not even feeling some kind of way about it. I think the last time that I was in that situation where I told somebody you out for that one before I hit it, let's see. I was dating somebody and we went out of town for a trip. Didn't even make it all the way back. Shorty want to act up. It's crazy. So I literally ended up on the outskirts of the city, basically leaving her at a gas station. Well, a couple of blocks down from a gas station, but it started at the whole issue started at the gas station, really for real. And you know, uh, I had been through a lot, with the opposite sex, man. So, I have to think ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Because, women, you know, let me tell you something, fellas. If you dealing with a woman that's, like ready to just toss everything away at the drop of a hat, just because she's in her feelings, everything. I don't care how long you've been together. If at any given time she like, we can whatever. I'm telling you right now, telling you, unless you have the strongest of constitution when it comes to dating women, best to move around. Best to move around immediately because she's gonna push and push and push and push your buttons until you snap. We all human. We all gonna snap. Then she's gonna blame you for it. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a man. Why did you do that? This way. Told you to sit your ass down 50 times. 49 was enough. That 50th time, I had to go ahead and help you sit down. Now, domestic violence ain't nothing to play with, but I'm telling you right now, fellas, if you was, in this situation, you can see the lady has some volatile tendencies, you gotta bust a move because they can easily justify blowing the whole town up because they have run their pantyhose. For real, that's a female emergency. Don't you have the wrong response? Babe, I could have run in my pantyhose. Don't worry about it. Go and take them off. What? That can cause, what do we know, fellas? What will blow the city up. All right. So when I did this podcast initially, I was thinking one kind of way about it. Now I have a real platform. And I really enjoy podcasting. I do. I do. Hmm. I think the most important thing right now to mention is the fact that the Dallas Cowboys have made the playoffs as a wild card. Now, you know, don't shoot the messenger, but my girlfriend predicted when I surprised her with some tickets to the season opener against who? Tampa Tom. Surprised her with some tickets to the game. And she was duly shocked. I mean, I have it on film. She was really shocked. She was like, what? Sunday. this Sunday. It was a beautiful moment. But I'm saying to you to say this. What's that song? Here we go. Right at it again. You feel me? So now we go to Tampa Tom's house. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it still is. It used to be called Raymond James Stadium. I don't know what it's called right now. But after that win, Tampa Bay didn't do so hot. You know, teams attacked the Bucks. They didn't care if Tom Brady was playing for them. Like that Tom Brady luster has worn off. But what hasn't worn off is his constitution. Oh yeah, he's fully committed. And if you don't play, if you don't let them young boys come off the edge and fly around him, come up in that A gap and run them stunts and get up in his face, if you don't stop Tampa Tom, his 95-year-old behind from football years is gonna dice you up. What? Now, if you're a Cowboys fan, you have to ask yourself: is 7 times a charm? Will this 8th time be the lucky rabbit's foot? And since my girlfriend predicted that they're going to the Super Bowl, I have to believe that something magical is going to happen. Now, we were at the Eagles game. And in the fourth quarter, the defense started to pick it up. Turnovers, sealed the game. It was awesome to be in the house when that was going down. Awesome to see all them little cowboy towels flying around. I mean, they're not original terrible towels, but them towels, they was all right. But my point is this. You find you a moment when you know that you're going to get it done. And I think that Dak, in his press conference, I think, he was playing a role. What y'all think? I think that Dak really believes that they're going to go out down there Tampa Bay and win. It's not like the road's going to get easier with Minnesota, Philadelphia, San Francisco, waiting in the wings. Powerhouses, all of them. Yeah. Only time will tell. I'm going to tell you this. If Dallas plays with pride and with heart, mental toughness, they're going to beat the brakes off Tom Brady and them and never look back. Every curse is meant to be broken, just like promises. There you have it. I get relaxed. I get comfortable. What do you want to talk about, Taibu? Let's see. You out for that one. Tonight, the parent fight at the club. You out for that one. The hating co-workers that just, for some reason, just lost their mind. You wild for that one. Who else? I don't know about that. Well, they don't call it mix for nothing. I had to hop in here, man, and give y'all some sound bites. You know what it is. It's tough being a star, people. You wish for things and then you get it, and it's tough. Like, I have to, now that I've developed, the perfect holler back, now I have to, get my organizational skills crispy to a T. Because I want to help people. I do. That's why I do what I do. I'm letting you know right now that you should never, ever go too far. Just say, hey, You out for that one. You out for that one. Not the. She said, uh, man, it's been a beautiful day. I was acting. I had to. You know how in the movies you have to just talk about nothing for the first couple of minutes. You know, until the feds drop the line. Let me break it down for you. You out for that one on Wild Out Wednesday. This how it goes. I'm telling you, cool is the rule. If you with somebody and they do something buck wild, you have to sit back and consider that person felt like that they're comfortable enough allowing you to see that side of them. Go or stay. They want you to know I got this wild side in me. Now I got a wild side. That's why I have Wild Out Wednesday. You have to consider that while you think what they did is wild, they might just be opening up to you. There's there's a lot I don't like about my girlfriend. The lot she don't like about me. But I'm totally convinced that she loves me. And now that's fresh. It's a fresh feel. So I just have to get used to the fact that when she does something that I think is wild, it's just her way of opening up to me. Because when I do something that she thinks is wild and she don't just walk out the door, she accepts my wild. Why are we not accepting other people's wild, I know a guy that says if he can't have two girlfriends, he ain't gonna have none. So he's into the poly thing. Okay, fine. Does that make him wild? Probably. But if he keeps that mentality and that philosophy, eventually he's gonna meet somebody that loves him and like they accept his wild. Real talk. Now, clearly, I'm not talking about poly for everyone. Poly for everyone. What I'm saying is ladies, you meet a guy that for whatever reason wears, jeans and slacks, whatever, no underwear. You find out obviously he's been doing it the whole time, but you just find out. Like, bro, that's wild, you know? But he's letting you know because he just let you know that's how, what I'm saying, I'm getting to know you. Don't be afraid of other people's wild, okay? Because that's them just trying to let you know they feel comfortable enough with you that they want to let you in. You getting to know. See, when people start hating on you, that especially for no reason, that really helps you to see the contrast for those that really love you. It's easy to tell those that love you when the whole world starts hating on you. It's easy to tell those that love you. Didn't y'all know that? If you didn't, you out for that one. It's real. Now, hey, let's be honest. There's thresholds to wild, like crunk wild, you know, smart Alec wild. You say something smart in pants, but you know what I mean? It's just different levels of it. But it's still that person trying to open up to you. It's more than meets the eye all the time. But when they show you their wild, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not. It's definitely not. Well, you can get promises about certain things, and sometimes folks keep them, sometimes they don't. I guess they really are meant to be broken. But I don't know what's going to happen. Let that person show you their wild. That's a wild concept. Wild does not necessarily mean bad, does it? Does wild necessarily mean bad? No, of course it doesn't. It just means it's wild. That person's wild. Whatever you think is wild, you know what I'm saying? You wild for that one. So there's no gray area. It's black and white. Either it's just wild and that's just them, or it's what you wild for that one. I'm out. Right? There's no real gray area. I really appreciate you folks for jumping in, man, jumping in and giving me this time. I started a little bit late, so I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. And I see I'm, my beautiful co-host might have laid it down early anyway. So go ahead and jump off here, man. I hope y'all New Year's going well. If you're in the DFW area, make sure you stop by LA Fitness in Duncanville between the hours of whenever you want. But we're not open 24 hours though. So you stop by when we close, then yeah. But nah, basically, just want to give this free fitness analysis. It's probably best, to be honest with you, from the director there, to call the number 972-499-4888. Bust that down. So crazy. Taibu Muad'Dib ran right here, getting ready to let y'all get y'all jam on. But before I go, shout out to all you haters. Y'all present the biggest motivation known to man. One hater is worth 10,000 pats on the back. One hating ASS comment at the right time is worth being told that you can run the company starting tomorrow. That's real. The definition of a hater is a reinforcer, a motivator. When that person continues to hate, that is proof that you are staying laser focused and locked in on your goals in your relationships and in your life. Taibu Muad'Dib, you know what's going down, man. Getting up out of here, but y'all will hopefully see me on time tomorrow for Thinking Through Thursday. If you're a parent, do not miss Thinking Through Thursday. I'm gonna get y'all right.